focused BMW M4 CSL takes on the razor-sharp Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS in a battle for track day supremacy. CSL, 3 letters guaranteed to get the pulse of any die-hard BMW fan racing. The E9 CSL Batmobile from the early 70s and the 2004 E46 M3 CSL are two of the brand's performance icons, models that turned already staggering performance machines into some of the most thrilling and desirable models the company has ever built. And now the CSL badge is back. It returns on the M4, representing the most extreme, most powerful and most focused version of the current G82 generation model we've yet seen. So can it live up to the reputation of its predecessors? More importantly, how does it compare with its contemporaries? Porsche isn't short of an iconic badge or two, and here we're pitching CSL against RS, Cayman GT4 RS, to be precise. As with BMW, the company has taken an already impressive sports car as a starting point before its engineers left no rose joint unturned in the pursuit of producing a rare and truly special performance weapon. Here we have two of the best drivers' cars of the modern era going head-to-head. This is going to be very special. At £128,225, the M4 CSL costs nearly £46,000 more than the standard M4 competition, a car that's not exactly cheap to start off with. So what do you get for roughly the price of a BMW M240i on top, and is it worth the premium? Design and engineering. The L in CSL stands for lightweight, and while the car's price is nothing of the sort, you're paying for the fitment of plenty of weight-saving components. Among the biggest savers are the carbon-shelled bucket seats, which weigh 24 kilograms less than the M4's standard items. The rear seats are removed completely, too, saving 21 kilograms, while carbon ceramic brakes, lightweight wheels, 19 inches up front, 20 inches at the rear, and lightened suspension components trim 15 kilograms, reducing unsprung weight in the process. Another 15 kilograms is lost with the removal of sound deadening, while 11 kilograms is saved with carbon fiber components, including the bonnet, boot and roof. The detailing then starts to border on the nerdy. A further 4 kilos are saved with the titanium exhaust system, while detail changes to the climate control, kidney grille and lighter taillight clusters trim another 4 kilos. However, despite those changes, the CSL is hardly a featherweight, at 1,625 kilograms. Still, BMW has turned to the engine to liberate more shove, too. As well as the new exhaust, the two turbos run at increased pressure, which, along with tweaks to the engine management, allow the 3.0-liter straight-six to produce 543 brake horsepower, 40 brake horsepower more than the standard M4 competition. At 650 Nm, maximum torque is the same, while rear-wheel drive is the only drivetrain configuration available with the CSL. From the driver's seat, there's not a huge amount of difference between the CSL and the standard M4. The carbon-backed seats that are optional on the regular version are standard here, and as ever, the central hump in the base cushion, which is meant to hold your thighs in place, is in the way for anyone who chooses to brake with their left foot, certainly worth bearing in mind if you're a track day driver. Initial impressions of the M4 CSL reveal that it doesn't feel significantly different to the standard model. Drive it gently and it feels just as easy to live with. The ride is fairly compliant, as long as you keep away from the harshest Sport Plus mode. Those fat tires, plus a little less insulation, mean that road noise is fairly pronounced, but it's still less noisy than the Cayman here. It's supremely stable at high speeds, too, so it's a fantastic long-distance cruiser. It might seem bizarre to even suggest that Porsche's most extreme 718 looks like good value, but at £113,700, it undercuts the starting price of the M4 CSL by £14,525. Add the optional Y-Sack pack, which includes a titanium roll cage, 6-point seatbelts, and carbon finishes for various parts inside and out, most notably the bonnet and side intakes, and the price climbs to £124,886. Design and engineering. In isolation, the Cayman GT4 is already a fascinating engineering spectacle, but upgrading it to full-blown RS spec lifts things to almost race car-like extremes. From the off, the RS sheds 35 kilograms from the GT4, courtesy of a bonnet and wings that are made from carbon fiber reinforced plastic, a lightweight rear window and less sound insulation inside. That means there's a curb weight of 1,490 kilograms, which is a significant 135 kilograms less than its rival here. Opt for the magnesium wheels, a 10,521 pound extra, and you can knock another 10 kilograms off that number. The new exterior panels form part of an extreme aerodynamic package. A deep front splitter, air intakes in place of the usual rear windows, and the striking swan neck wing contribute to a 25% increase in downforce when compared with the GT4. The GT4's big brother, the 911 GT3, gets an advanced double wishbone suspension system up front, but that's not present here. However, the McPherson strut layout all-round features motorsport spec rose joints in place of every bushing, sacrificing a little refinement for greater precision. As you'd expect from Porsche, the engine is a flat 6, but while it matches the GT4's 4.0-liter capacity, it's unrelated to that unit. Instead, the RS uses the same motor as the 911 GT3, detuned slightly to make 493 brake horsepower at a heady 8,400 RPM, plus 450 Nm at 6,750 RPM. Both figures, especially torque, are down on the M4 CSLs, but the Cayman's lower curb weight means a power-to-weight ratio of 348 brake horsepower per ton, 14 brake horsepower per ton more than the BMW. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a 7-speed gearbox, which can be controlled with paddles behind the wheel.
Results.
Alternatively, shifts can be operated
First
by
place,
pulling the
Porsche
dashboard shifter,
718
pulling
Cayman
back to shift
GT4
up,
RS.
forwards to shift down, and
It's
whose
hard to know
design
where to
mimics
start
the
with the
shape of a
superlatives
manual
for
gear
the
lever.
718 Cayman GT4
The rest of the
RS.
cabin feels truly
For
exciting,
many, the
too.
glorious noise of the flat
It's
6
stripped
engine will
back
be worth
just
the
enough to give you a
price
hint
on
of the
its own,
performance.
but its
The steering
response
wheel
and
is
the
simple
gearbox
and
are
lovely
just
to
as
hold,
impressive.
and the seats hold you firmly
Then
in
there's
place.
the chassis, which is at least as
Wherever you
spectacular
look,
as the
then,
powertrain.
the specs of the GT4
It's
RS
an instant
read like
performance
those of a
car
race car.
icon, and one of the greatest of the breed
Driving.
we've ever
With
driven.
that in mind, it's no surprise to
Second
discover
place,
that it
BMW
often feels like a race
M4
car,
CSL.
too. It takes
takes a
all of
very
20
special
yards
car
of
to
driving the
beat the
Porsche to
M4
reveal
CSL,
just how
but
much more
that's
focused
exactly what
it is
it
than the
has faced up to
CSL.
here.
It's
In
as if a layer
isolation,
of
the
cotton wool has
BMW
been
is
lifted off
incredibly
all of the
fast,
major
thrilling and
controls.
fun to
Everything,
drive,
from
but
the
beside
steering
the
to the
Porsche,
body
or
control,
even
are
compared with some
superbly
of the
taut
M
and free of
division's
slack,
past hits,
bristling
it
with
doesn't feel
precision
as
and
sharp or
feedback.
as raw as we'd have hoped. It remains practical and refined, but that's not enough to justify the higher price.
Results. First place, Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS. It's hard to know where to start with the superlatives for the 718 Cayman GT4 RS. For many, the glorious noise of the flat-six engine will be worth the asking price on its own, but its response and the gearbox are just as impressive. Then there's the chassis, which is at least as spectacular as the powertrain. It's an instant performance car icon and one of the greatest of the breed we've ever driven. Second place, BMW M4 CSL. It takes a very special car to beat the M4 CSL, but that's exactly what it has faced up to here. In isolation, the BMW is incredibly fast, thrilling and fun to drive, but beside the Porsche, or even compared with some of the M division's past hits, it doesn't feel as sharp or as raw as we'd have hoped. It remains practical and refined, but that's not enough to justify the higher price.